Hello everybody, how's it going? It's me Martin, and I'm back to do PS Plus games for another month. This time, November 2021, and this one was actually pretty good. Let's get right into it. Now, the first game we got for PS Plus is an interesting game because it kind of looks like graphically it looks bad, and like playing it feels very clunky and not super smooth, and so you'd expect this to be kind of a bad, clearly indie game, but it is a lot of fun. Like, as long as you have everyone has mics, this game is a blast. There's so many ways situations can go out. It's kind of like Among Us and not a whole someone's bad and everyone else is good, and they have to find out who, except there's two personoids, which are the bad people, and it's very interesting. The personoids can sabotage things to make the oxygen go down faster, which everyone is kind of on a time limit of that oxygen and have to keep finding canisters and repairing shit to keep it up, while also finding items and trying to get to key cards, which sometimes can be behind fire or need like a second person to cooperate with them to get that key card. There's a lot of cooperation required, not only between the survivors, but also between the two personoids who have their own personal chat to talk to each other and communicate like what they should do. Teamwork is a really big part of this game, and this game is very good at creating distrust between players and leading to you guys going against each other. It's super fun, and there were so many different ways things played out. I'd say it's more easy to win as a personoid than a resident. Like, it's easier for the two bad people to win in this game. It's sort of tipped off in that way, but it wasn't like a massive disbalance. This game has got a lot of replayability. I had a lot of fun playing with my friends. And, on the first day, it was almost unplayable. Like, I couldn't run it, I couldn't start a match. They fixed it now, and I think I give it a 9 out of 10. I think it is a really good game. Thankfully for us, New Class Trouble isn't the only good game we got this month. We also got Knockout City, which is just a blast. It is so much fun playing this game. You got some really nice customization to customize the character the way you want them. There's a lot of good mobility. You can really move around a good amount everywhere, jump around here and there. The throwing the balls at each other, huge amount of fun, catching them, throwing them, doing like special trick tosses and all that. It's a huge amount of fun. There's a good amount of skill as well as randomness and just having a lot of fun with your friends. It is just a very fun game that I really enjoyed. I thought the maps were solid, the graphics were pretty colorful. I definitely had fun playing this, and I'm gonna play it some more for sure. I think maybe it's lacking a little bit in game modes, but other than that, and also sometimes it can be very annoying fighting some players. But overall, I think this is a really great game that's really worth playing. And I give it an 8 out of 10. Now, what's quite a surprise this month is that we got a third game. Now, I think this game is not as good as the previous two we covered, but I still like it a good amount. Kingdoms of Amalur: Re-Reckoning is like a third-person RPG, kind of hack and slash, and I had a good amount of fun with it. Sadly, though, there's a lot of flaws with this game. I think it has some really good character customization, and you could really choose a bunch of different classes and stuff and all that. But sadly, the graphics look pretty bad, and the story is pretty boring. The characters are not really that interesting. They're like slightly interesting, but none of them really have any charm or personality, and you don't really care about them that much, so you kind of forget about them. And also, the side quests are very forgettable. And all of this comes together to just make a game that you don't really want to go any further in. You don't really have any drive to continue. But on the opposite side, the combat is a lot of fun. You got some really cool abilities. while just the basics of combat there being very strong, dodging, attacking, blocking, parrying, all that, lots of different enemies. You can use a ton of different weapons with cool abilities of their own, and the RPG systems are really nice. All these different weapons that have different abilities. It's huge, like, skill tree of a lot of different ways to, like, fill it out, and all of that's really nice. And so there's things about this game that I really like, and it's like those games, like I enjoyed a game because of those reasons. But then there's also just like the story and all of that just being so like not interesting that I don't feel like playing any more of this game, and I kind of just stopped and deleted it. And you know, I wish that was better, but I gotta admit, it's a good game, and I give it a 7 out of 10, and say maybe if the combat you see right here interests you, maybe try it out. And that will be it for the PS Plus review of November 2021. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you understand if you want these games. I hope you're now informed. And I can't wait for you guys to tune in on the next Martino Epic Gaming video. And I'll see you guys next time. Adios, everybody.